everyone. We are back.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back here to Brassard Complex CN. It is time for the Co-Ed 3 Finals Championship matchup between the number 3 seed, 9-1 DreamKillers, and the number 1 seed, the 9-1, number 1 seed, 9-1 Pick Artists. He's Kayon Cyrus. I'm Brent Bachman with you live. Big game. This division, 3 teams finished with a 9-1 record.
Yeah.
Right? DreamKillers and Pick Artists were 2 of them. And obviously, they didn't meet in the regular season, but breaking down this game, top 2 offenses in Co-Ed 3, Pick Artists finishing number 1, DreamKillers number 2. You have a battle of quarterbacks, Noemi Forte, Hutubis, Jacob Pelte. Both these players can ball. They include all the receivers in their offense, Both defenses have some aggressive players, some ball hawks as well. What kind of game are you expecting?
We should expect a lot of offense, big plays on defense, and whoever makes the most mistakes, unfortunately, will lose. So it's going to be really important for both quarterbacks to really be keen on keeping their concepts the same and not rushing things too much. We are going to bring it down to main field where we have our sideline reporter Nick, who's going to be with Jean-Daniel Raté from DreamKillers.
Jean-Daniel, cette saison, tu as mené ton équipe à la réception, là, 482 verges, 16 touchés, si je ne dis pas de bêtises, puis vous avez eu 9 victoires, 1 défaite. Mais l'histoire de votre saison, à mon avis, là, c'est la performance de vos filles. On joue en Co-Ed Division 3, c'est important, il faut avoir 2 à 3 filles sur le terrain. 3 filles sur le terrain, on est en 6 contre 6. Vous avez Noémie Fortin-Urtubise, votre carrière qui a été nommée sur l'équipe d'étoiles, ainsi qu'Éléonore Lacasse. À quel point c'est important pour vous là, de performer chez les gars, mais aussi chez les filles pour essayer de gagner cette division?
Nous, en fait, initialement, on est parti d'une équipe de filles. Donc, en fait, c'est l'inverse, je dirais, de ce qu'on connaît d'habitude. Alors, les gars, on s'est ajouté à eux, fait qu'on a toujours bâti plus autour de nos filles. C'est pour ça que Noémie, dans le fond, c'est notre carrière depuis 3-4 ans. Là. Elle a juste commencé il y a 3 ans, en plus, ce qui est assez impressionnant. Fait que oui, on bâtit beaucoup autour de Léo, autour de Léane. C'est vraiment une de nos forces.
Parlons un peu de votre adversaire là aujourd'hui. Eux aussi, ils ont eu une fiche de 9 victoires, 1 défaite. C'est toute une équipe pour eux-mêmes. Comment vous êtes préparé pour cet adversaire? Et clairement, vous ne les sous-estimez pas. Là. Comment vous pensez que vous allez pouvoir les vaincre malgré le fait qu'ils sont performants?
Oui, ils ont une bonne fiche, eux aussi, ils sont 9-1. Comme tu as mentionné, nous, dans le fond, on va vraiment jouer notre match. On a vraiment un style, je pense, particulier. On essaie de ne pas dérober de ça trop. C'est vraiment notre force de suivre ça. Puis ce qui est vraiment intéressant, c'est que peu importe ce qu'eux vont nous mettre devant nous, on connaît les 2 gars, on sait qu'ils ont eu beaucoup d'interceptions. Peu importe comment ils vont s'adapter, comme tu l'as mentionné, nos filles sont toujours capables de step up. Donc, on est toujours capable d'aller dans une direction s'ils s'ajustent. Donc, c'est pas mal ça notre plan pour aujourd'hui.
Merci Jean-Daniel, bon match. Back to you guys.
So there you heard from Jean-Daniel Raté, giving some points, obviously, for his team, looking for some keys to the game, I should say. So, starting the ball first is going to be the DreamKillers on offense, led by the quarterback of the year, and Noemi Fortin, here to be. He's obviously a veteran in this league, he's been around for a long time. What do you think is going to be key for her in her offense to get a fast start here?
Considering that, again, 2 9-1 teams. She won quarterback of the year with insane stats with 47 touchdowns, 7 INTs, nearly 2,000 yards in the regular season. Big key for her, no turnovers. 7 interceptions in the regular season. Have to have nearly 0 against arguably the toughest matchup against two-way player of the year, Hubert Noel, number 5 for Pick Artists.
Yeah, Hubert Noel, a ball hawk here, number 5. Pass on the right sideline. She has a man open, in for the touchdown. First play of the game, quick score. DreamKillers are up 6-0. Touchdown catch right there by number 8, Jean-Francois Bergeron.
That's exactly how you start a game off. Noemi did a fantastic job. Hubert looked like he was about to creep down into the flats, but then she found her receiver in the end zone for the first play, 40-yard touchdown, untouched.
So we talked about, obviously, I asked you, how did they get out to a quick start? Well, I guess they were listening. Quick start right there. Long bomb, 40-yard touchdown, first play of the game. 14 to beat it to the flat. Nice catch. Are they going to give him the 1-point conversion? Yes, they are. Nice diving attempt right there by 18, Jean-Daniel Raté. So a quick 7-0 lead here for the DreamKillers and Keon. You can't have a better start than that if you're the DreamKillers.
Exactly. Great connection between Noemi and Jean-Daniel Raté. They've proven it within the co-ed circuit throughout the past few seasons that their chemistry has been unmatched between the quarterback and center position. So I expect that to be continuing tonight, to this afternoon.
So here comes Jacob Pelletier, number 1. He also made All-Star in this division. He starts with the ball in his hands. Quick pass to the left-hand side, caught in the flats. Quick grab right there by number 10, Vincent Loranger.
Key thing for Pelletier, again, he was an all-star. He didn't win quarterback of the year, but he was an all-star in his own right. He has really good receivers, the female and the males of his team, so it'll be very key for him as well. No turnovers.
So second down after a pickup of about 5 right there. Pelletier looks to his right, pump face, goes to the right-hand side after all. And they're saying the catch was made, but out of bounds, number 24, Noah Gill.
Yeah, unfortunately, there her left foot, it looked like it was stepped out of bounds prior to catching that ball.
So after a pickup at 3 yards there on first down and incomplete on second, it's now third and long. Third and about 6, maybe 7, facing Pelletier and his offense. Pelletier gets the snap. He looks to his right. Goes there. Caught on the sideline. This time the catch is good by Gill. And that's one thing I wanted to ask you. The pressure rate here by Will Perron, number 13, Marc-Andre Gauthier, rather, number 13 for the DreamKillers. Obviously something that Pelletier so far has had a little bit of problems with. He's kind of double clutching the ball there, throwing off his back foot on these first 2 of the last 3 passes of the game, I should say.
Yeah, it might be maybe it's the finals jitters. I mean, first finals, there's a decent turnout in terms of crowd. You might have friends and family watching, so it'll be key for Pelletier to stay composed as the game goes on.
So Pelletier looking to stay composed. Deep shot to the left sideline, has a player wide open, touchdown. I think that was Alice Lalonde. Or was it Daphne Desjardins? That's number 84?
Number 4, I think.
Number 4, pardon me. Yeah, Delphine Dejandi.
Looked like right there was just a wide open missed coverage, miscommunication from DreamKillers. She was wide open, Delphine. And now Pick Artists are going to go for 1 in hopes of tying the game at 7 apiece with just under 16 minutes to spare after the snap.
So big, quick strike here. After struggling in the first couple plays of the game offensively, Pelletier found his rhythm, a big pass right there. 1-point convoy, can't pass over the middle. It's caught. And yet, seeing it's in. So 7-7 game.
Ribel using his big frame to get into the end zone, tying the game at 7. Now with both teams scoring on their first possession, both quarterbacks have had a bit of a taste of what finals flag football is at this point. Key thing, as we mentioned earlier, no turnovers. Let's see what DreamKillers is all about in their next drive.
So Forte Hutubis gets the ball. Again, this game all tied up at 7. She gets a snap, looks over to the left-hand side of the player, wide open, just out of the reach of the intended receiver, who had at least 3 or 4 steps on the defense. That's number 97, Eleanor Lacasse.
Lacasse, a very speedy receiver. Her connection with Noemi has been very crucial in the women's division and in co-ed especially. So it'll be good to see how they can exploit potentially the Pick Artist defense as the game goes on. Now we're at 3rd down, 3rd and 10.
So she gets a snap, looks to the right, pass over the middle of the field. It's caught. Good yak yards after the catcher. I believe that was number 8, Terry Snyder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think actually my correction, it is 3rd down, if not mistaken, at the moment.
Yeah, 3rd down now.
Yep, 3rd and short. Again, very manageable. Noemi's not really going to look to run, but again, quick routes, quick slants, media, and out from the slot. We'll see what she has coming up now. With the ball.
Yep, face to the right, going to the left. Caught over the middle there. Pick up of a first down. Big grab by Gauthier.
Yeah, finishing the regular season with 4 touchdowns on 20 receptions, 284 yards. In the playoffs, been more focused with the defensive ability with 1 pass deflection and a few tackles, and with 5 receptions and 25 yards. Again, this DreamKillers offense, they come in bunches. You have to keep everyone accountable.
So fresh set of downs at midfield for the DreamKillers. Forte Hutubis gets a snap, looks to the right, now goes over the middle. Nice catch by the big man there Over the middle, falling down, not before picking up a first down, was number 18 in Ratte.
Yep. He finished the year with nearly 500 yards off of 54 receptions. Key factor in this offense as the center of this team and been the center for most co-ed teams for Noemi throughout the years.
So first down now, first and 10. First and goal, I should say, pardon me, for the DreamKillers. The ball just outside of the red zone. Pass to the left side, caught, touchdown, Lacasse. And Keon, I'll tell you what, right now, this deep ball defense for the Pick Artists, again, they have the top defense in this division. Right now, they're not looking like it, at least on the opening 2 drives by the DreamKillers.
Yeah, playoffs bring a different animal into it. During the 2 playoff games for Pick Artists, they've allowed 22 and 18 points respectively. They're on pace to shatter that. And Lacasse, that's her 5th touchdown these postseason, and she has solidified her spot.
Pass over to, oh, nice interception right there on the 1-point convo. Cotton just ran out of bounds. Nice attempt, nice play, nice hustle right there by Hendrix Gorgeon. He's a guy we're going to be talking about a lot this afternoon. One of the top players on both sides of the ball for Pick Artists, number 2 for the Pick Artists.
Yeah, in these playoffs, especially on defense, he's done everything between getting a sack, pass deflections. Even if this is his 2nd interception, he's already returned 1 into the house. Even though this is on the convert play, again, you never know. We've seen it earlier today with a 2-point convert being returned in, so it'll be very key on these convert plays.
So next drive right now here for Peltier and his offense, down 13-7. Peltier pass over the middle, is caught. Good grab there by Lalonde, number 7.
Yeah, getting the ball moving, again, it doesn't seem like both these teams' offenses could be much more of the issue. It's going to be which team could probably get a stop. We've been going very fast pace. We're about to hit the halfway mark of the first half, so let's see how Peltier and company can actually respond back.
Peltier gets the ball, about 10 yards shy of midfield, pass, brings the ball past midfield, and Lalonde bowling over the defender. So penalty called by Leo Jarvis. Going to be called against the offensive player right there. The defender you can see on the replay, or you will see on the replay, pardon me, was already in position, and Lalonde initiated the contact there. You see Big Leo there standing in the way, but the camera moves and we see right there, we see the defender getting bowled over.
Yeah, a lot of the times it does go towards the defense. However, for a defender, you have to be pretty much set, like in basketball, like you're setting a charge. The defender there was clearly set. If I'm not mistaken, it was Francois Xavier, and with that was able to get the penalty, negating a potential long gain.
Yeah, Francois Xavier Delorme right there. So yeah, again, he had positioning. So Lalonde, they'll give her the first down.
Yeah.
Then be 5 yards back after that first down gain. Peltier gets the snap. Pass to the left-hand side. It's intercepted. Leaping up to make the grab right there was the defender for the DreamKillers, and DreamKillers now, they're firing on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. They had a touchdown on the last offensive drive, and they ended this offensive drive for the opponents with an INT.
Yeah, what a play. It looked like that was that Jean-Francois Bergeron? I can't tell with the number because it was on the far side of the screen. But, again.
Hopefully we'll see that on a replay maybe.
But, again, that's a play that's key. Which team gets turnovers like that. So let's see if DreamKillers could actually extend the lead to 2 possessions.
And both teams in the top 7 defensively. Pick Artists number 1, like I said earlier. 7th place is the DreamKillers, but right now they're playing like the number 1 defense. Good catch right there, and breaking a couple of tackles was number 8 for the DreamKillers and Bergeron.
Yeah, right now, key thing for Pick Artists, stay composed. Even though they gave the interception, they need to stay composed in this half. And again, that one play for them, they could come. Hubert Noel, again, as one, we're mentioning him much more on the broadcast. Again, 2-way player of the year with 20 interceptions combined between regular season and postseason play.
So Fertin Hutebis for offense at the 15-yard line. She goes over the middle, quick grab, good tackle right there. Minimal gain on the reception right there by number 13 and Gauthier. Quick tackle, trying to see the number yet. It appears to be number 11, Layla Bazin.
Yeah, great tackle there, making it within 3rd and 1. Again, crosser routes are a good option, but again, we've seen Noemi extend the play in terms of going deep.
What would you call here defensively if you're the pick artist, the third and short?
A simple cover 2, but maybe not show it as much. Maybe a delayed like 1-5-2-4.
For 14 to be on the crosser, picking up the first down and then some. Good route right there by the receiver. That looks like it was Mary Pierre Adam, number 1, extending this drive for her DreamKillers.
Yeah, honestly, good first down, and even for your pick artists, keeping the play in front of you, they don't need another big play to happen against them. So again, keeping the ball in front of you, and again, the fields will get much shorter and shorter as they move on. So for their defense, again, being patient, and if that opportunity comes to capitalize, they'll be ready.
So fresh set of downs now at midfield for the DreamKillers. In control right now, up by 6, 13-7. Less than 8 minutes remaining here in the opening half. 14 hit the bees, avoids the sack, and she throws the ball out of bounds. Good pressure provided by the rusher for the pick artist. Just couldn't get home, but she accomplished her job of getting the quarterback to get rid of the ball before she wanted to. Bringing it up now 2nd and long.
Yeah, it looked like Léane Lafrenière was open there, but because of the rush pressure by pick artist, it didn't allow Noemi to get the ball cleanly out there as she ran a post cross field. And for Léane, women's MVP in co-ed 3, so keep an eye on her throughout the game.
Pressure provided by the rusher number 3, Chloe Bertourne. Bertourne, let's see if she can do it again here. She comes down for it to hit the B. Caesar pass to Ratte, tries to shake a defender. Good tackle though by Juliette Leduc, number 12. Will it be enough for the first down? No, it won't. So 3rd and about 2 right here, facing the DreamKillers offense.
What I expect, honestly, at this point, Jean-Daniel Ratte, the quick outs have been working. Again, you only need 2 or so yards. So I would say go opposite a rusher and create havoc for potentially Léane to sneak through in the back and cause some havoc on that right side of the DreamKillers offense.
Puerto Bay Hutubis gets a snap, goes over the middle. A dangerous pass, a little high there. I tell you what, Kiana, if that would have stayed in the air for a second longer. Number 5 right there, you talked about him earlier, Hubert Noel. The pick machine in this division would have had another pick to add to his stats.
That was a risky ball there, even though thankfully for DreamKillers was incomplete, but Hubert was right there in the 2 position. Looked like he was the one dropping. Maybe I think that was a 2-4 defense. But again, you have to be careful if you're Noemi because Hubert, he's fast. He could get from one side to the other of the field in a heartbeat. So it'll be very important for her not to give any ball thrown within easy capacity for him.
Before Hutubis gets the snap, throws over the middle. Much better route there. Twisting and turning into the end zone. Touchdown, DreamKillers. Number 8, Jean-Francois Bergeron. And he extends the lead 19-7 now in favor of the DreamKillers.
Yeah, it looked like it was simple slants from the right to the left. And for Noemi, she was able to be patient and find her receiver to the end zone, extending the lead to 19-7. So again, it looks like they're going for 1 point now, trying to get the game to a 13-point lead.
So, yeah, 1 point conversion attempt, of course, on the 5-yard line. If you want to go for 2, you have to take it from the 10. Smart play right there by the veteran quarterback. 14 here to Bees. The pressure got to her and realized no one was open. She just planted that ball right in the dirt. But again, a 19-7 lead right now for the DreamKillers.
Yeah, great stuff off the interception there. And so it'll be very key for pick artists to stay composed in this. It's 19-7. And again, there's 4.5 minutes before the break. So again, you're allowed an onside attempt once during the game. They can still save it with 1 or 2 timeouts. So it'll be very key for them in terms of being patient. But yes, it's basically you have to score, but you don't have to score quick. With the ball up, and it's dropped, unfortunately, by number 7, Alice Lalonde. Cross middle. She was open there. If she was able to reel it in, she probably would have gotten a first down with the running strides.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake right there, but again, 2nd and long right now, so lots of time remaining here for the pick artists if they want to start this comeback here in the first half. Less than 4 minutes actually remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, they average over 27 points per game, so they're used to scoring points. So it's something that's pretty much in their comfort zone.
Almost getting saturated Peltier. He waited to the last second. He gets it over to Noel. And here comes Noel doing some damage in open field. Noel gets it down to about, let's say, the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. Great job by getting some yak yards there by Hubert Noel, number 5 for the pick artist.
That was a great concept by Peltier in terms of calling it out. Even though Hubert was waiting in the middle of the field for quite some time, and even though with that being said, he was still able to get the ball within reach where no really DreamKillers defenders was able to make a play on it. I think the 2 women defenders were a bit playing low, and then the 2 male players were actually up high, giving them enough space to not only catch it, but make it within at the 5-yard line.
So first down now and goal. Pass by Peltier on a horrible one over the middle. It gets picked off. Here come the DreamKillers. Ball brought all the way back down past midfield. Mary Pierre Adam with a huge play. And just a crucial mistake by Peltier close to the end zone.
Yeah, unfortunate break there. Marie-Pierre Adam was right in the right spot. Peltier knew it the second he threw the ball that once he left his hands, he knew he was in trouble. Great job, though, from Vincent Loranger for getting the tackle, because that could have been a pick 6. So, again, it's not over for pick artists, but they do need to stop at this point.
So just a crucial mistake now, and prime position, huge opportunity right here for the DreamKillers. Again, up 19-7, they have a chance to extend their lead, getting the ball just past midfield. Let's see what they do here on first down. Fortin Hurtubise gets the snap, looks to her right, goes to her left. Nice grab there. Good grab there over the middle by Gauthier. Good tackle in the open field by Bazin.
Yeah, for DreamKillers, Nomi has to keep her offense the same thing that they've been doing the whole time. We're at the pro clock time, and it's under 2 minutes. If she could get a score for her team before the half, and their defense could get another big stop, they're pretty much in prime position of winning Quad 3.
Fortin Hurtubise gets the ball, looks to her right, she goes there. Ooh, a dangerous pass on the sideline, intended for Lafreniere. Tight coverage though, played by the corner on that side. And almost led to a turnover. That ball was a second later. That may have been a pick 6.
Yeah, that was a really good defensive play. It looked like that was Juliette Leduc playing on that corner, on the corner side on the left side, making a big play there.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, number 12, Leduc. So less than a minute now remaining here in the opening half. Brent Bach and Keon Cyrus with you live. A complex CN here in Bassard. Passo intended for Lacasse. We saw right there, again, the great pressure being put on there by the rusher, by Bertourne, causing the quarterback to get rid of the ball before she wanted to, and that fell incomplete because Lacasse was open near the back of the end zone. And pardon me, actually, correction, so now it's a different rusher. Now Noah Gill, 24 now, is the rusher taking over for Bertourne.
Yeah, that was a great rush by Noah Gill. And again, number 2, Hendrix Goudian was right there. If the ball was in the air slightly a bit longer, that could have been an interception, or perhaps the other way too.
So Gill rushing again. She gets there over the middle. Oh, that's almost intercepted. A dropped INT by Goudian. Again, he has his hands on his face in disbelief. He can't believe he dropped that prime opportunity right there, but a good defensive possession right there for the pick artists. They caused a turnover on downs.
Again, even though they didn't get the interception, that's a big stop from them. And again, if they score before the half, puts them much better in a prime position to come back into this game. But again, Peltier needs to get that interception that he just threw out of his mind, yes, go through his progressions. And again, he has the receivers, the male and female receivers all over the field to actually make plays. So he just has to calm down, take it easy. Don't worry about too much of the clock. There's still a minute 30 left. If he's able to game manage the clock, he should be good.
93 seconds remaining in the opening half here. Peltier gets the ball. He looks to the right. Oh, that's just a bad pass. He felt like there should have been a penalty fought that the rusher made contact with him and Gauthier, but no flag on the play. Peltier looking at the head referee, Brent Young, in disbelief, but it'll be second and long now facing the pick artist.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not something that he needed, but it looks like they're debating if they want to challenge it or the referees are just having discussion. Not sure. We're going to wait to get the referee call from Brent and Leo Gervais if there is going to be a challenge on the play.
And referees, like you said, yeah, Brent Young, head referee, Leo Gervais on one sideline, Tyson Peterkin on the left sideline. Again, like I said earlier, these teams did not meet in the regular season. The two of the top teams in this division. And like I said earlier, both finishing with a 9-1 record. So did the second place End Zone Cartel. Looking at how both teams got here, both teams obviously got a bye through the wild card and the divisional round of the playoffs. The Pick Artists knocked off the number 10 seed Hail Mary Poppins 33-22 in the quarterfinals. Hubert Noel, 3 INTs in that game. Hubert Noel, you talked about earlier, right? 5 INTs in the regular in the playoffs, 15 in the regular season. Yeah, definitely he's an all-star. The DreamKillers in the quarterfinals, they knocked off the 6 seeds, the Padawans, 26-13. Forte here to beat 4 TDs in that game. Eleanor Lacasse, we saw with a touchdown earlier, she had 3 TDs in that game. Semifinal matchup, Pick Artists knocked off Shadow Squad, and the DreamKillers knocked off the number 2 seed, Shaquille Oatmeal.
Looks like we're back into game action. Perhaps it might have been a clock issue, but now we're back in action.
Peltier gets the snap after that delay. Just avoids the sack. He has a player open on the left-hand side for the touchdown, but he said it goes to Noel. He was open about 15 yards downfield, but I tell you what, there was a receiver open on the left-hand side. She was wide open, and I believe that was number 4.
I think it was Delphine, number 4.
Yeah, exactly. It was Delphine Desnanji. She was wide open for a touchdown, but at least positive yardage and a first down picked up by Peltier and his offense.
Yeah, for some reason, Peltier was a bit hesitant there. He evaded the rusher, Marc-André Gauthier, but he still took his time there. He found Hubert Noel, which was wide open on the left side, but again, Delphine was wide open, probably for a touchdown.
Peltier rolling to his right, pass caught by Noel, tackled though immediately after a gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards there. Good tackle near the sideline by the defender. Looks like it was number 3 for the DreamKillers.
Yeah, I think right now, Peltier, he might be a bit shook, but again, finding your main guy, your center, Hubert, who's been phenomenal on both sides, so I think keen on him, especially in this drive.
Pass, that's knocked down, almost intercepted there. Good back down, and that appears to be Francois Xavier Delorme there with the pass deflection.
Yeah, in these playoffs, Francois Xavier, he has 2 interceptions and 3 pass deflections, so no surprise that he's putting his hands on the ball there, especially in the red zone when they're at the 5.
So, about 30...
Just under 40 seconds, yeah.
Under 40 seconds, exactly. Peltier gets a snap, goes to his left, he gets sacked! Great rush right there. Bringing down the elusive quarterback was number 18, Jean-Daniel Ratin. That sack couldn't have come with a bigger time for the DreamKillers defense.
Yeah, I've been noticing they've been changing rushers for DreamKillers, maybe giving Peltier a different look every time, and so far it's been working. Both, no matter who's been rushing, whether it's been Gauthier or Ratin, they both have been pretty impactful so far.
Peltier gets a snap a little further back, goes to the back of the end zone, jump ball! Oh, and Noel almost caught that ball. Rare drop by him. There were 3 defenders around him. He was able to get up the highest and try to high point the ball, but it just bounced off his fingertips. So now turnover on downs. Big defensive stand right there for the DreamKillers.
No, great stuff there. Again, I think DreamKillers know at this point Hubert Noel is going to be the main focus on offense. And so, again, setting 3 defenders there. We'll see if Peltier potentially uses his other receivers if he sees that DreamKillers is overcommitting to one guy. Phenomenal as Hubert is, he's only one player. And if DreamKillers are going to send 3 defenders at him, there's going to be a gap for at least 2 receivers on the field.
Yeah, no, talking with Kwesi this week on the Kwesi Guatemala on the podcast, we talked about, right, this Pick Artist team, phenomenal players, but they are top-heavy. Obviously, Peltier, the quarterback, he's the leader of all things on this team, but Noel and Gorgeon are pretty much the 2 receivers who do most of the damage, and we've seen both receivers. Noel had a big gain earlier on not the last drive, but the drive before that, but pretty much he's been silenced, and smart play right there, taking a knee and just running out the clock right there is Forte Hutabi. Do you agree with that play call, that decision right there for the DreamKillers?
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, you've been getting good momentum throughout the game, and yeah, you could risk it for another deep ball, but worst case, you go into half. Again, Noel has 4 returns for a touchdown during the regular season, 2 pick sixes in the playoffs, so taking your chances in terms of the second half, going up 12, good choice.
All right, so we're going to send it down to Nick. He has Hendrix Goujon on the sideline. Nick, take it away, sir.
I'm here with Hendrix Goujon. Hendrix, you had an interception so far in this half. You guys are trailing currently, but how important is it for you to have done that interception and kept your team in this game?
Well, I feel like it was very important because it was, I believe, on a conversion. So if they would have gotten that conversion, they would have still made like 1 point higher, and every point counts in the game. So I feel like my interception was pretty good on the defensive end for our team.
What do you guys have to do to get back in this game? This is a championship game. All stakes are left on the field. What do you guys have to do to get a chance at winning this one?
Defensively, I believe that we obviously have to watch the deep balls because they do a lot of like short routes, but then after there's always going to be this one deep ball that nobody's going to see. So I feel like we really have to watch out for these balls. And on offense, it's really we have to watch out for like, because they're playing really short, right? So anything that's deep is always going to get us right, and that's how I think like the deep balls are really going to help us on offense.
This season, Hubert Noel has been tremendous for you guys. He won two-way player of the year in co-ed Division 3. How important is it for him to have a big game today? He started in this last drive, getting the ball offensively, but how much more do you need to use him to win this game?
I feel like we got to use him a lot more than what we do usually in this game because a lot of people like it. So first of all, he's been like always catching, like he catches everything. So all the catches that he gets are like going to be very big yardage because that's what he does. And I feel like, but at the same time, him getting the ball a lot is probably going to get their defense to watch the offense. To get the defense to watch him.
And it could open up other players.
Yeah, so I feel like that it's a big. I don't know actually. I don't know how big it would be for him to like have a big game, you know?
All right, Hendrix, we'll follow along. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you very much, sir.
Back to you guys.
All right, so there you heard of Hendrix Goujon again. His team down right now by a score of 19-7 at the half. Keon, I got to ask you, again, right now we talked about, right, this Pick Artists team, the number one defense in this division. They came into the playoffs averaging 38 points a game. They only have 7 so far. What does Peltier need to do to get his team back on track offensively?
Well, just as Hendrix mentioned, getting Hubert Noel the ball more is definitely a big reason for that 38-plus points per game during the regular season. But the thing is, as much as he could get involved, we also need the support from other players. Eventually, DreamKillers has shown that they're willing to throw through 2 or 3 bodies at Hubert, especially on the last play right there of their offensive drive. So whoever on the sideline or on the wideouts could be used more to kind of make them keep guessing, that would be very key. But again, I would expect Hubert Noel to be more focused on from not only the DreamKillers perspective, but also from Pick Artists' game plan. So it's really interesting of like a chess match between how much of Hubert Noel's attention will be focused on from DreamKillers, and if Peltier is going to see that and potentially see a gap in DreamKillers' defense.
Right, so both teams again giving each other a little bit last second hype there before we start the second half. If you're the DreamKillers, obviously switching sides again, you're up by a score of 19-7. What have you liked so far about what they've done on both sides of the ball?
For DreamKillers, they have been patient. They haven't really made mistakes. And Noémie Herbertise, my apologies. She's been very patient with the ball. Again, 7 interceptions in the regular season, only 1 in the playoffs. Keeping that interception and converting each drive could be really the key thing for her, at least on offense. And on defense, I think mixing it up between maybe double coverage on Hubert or a single coverage. But again, also keeping everything in front of you. Peltier has shown that he's want to go deep at times, so keeping the ball in front is the big key.
All right, second half underway here. Peltier gets a snap. He hits Noel. Good job by Noel breaking a tackle, getting more than enough for the first down there. Tackle past midfield right there by number 8 for this defense, the DreamKillers and Bergeron.
Yeah, for Noel, very shifty, very quick. So for him, you just need to get the ball in his hands, and he's very accurate when the ball is near him. So it'll be very key to see how does DreamKillers play defense regarding his matchup, as there is 3 women defenders and only 2 male defenders with the male rusher.
Oh, a good sack right there by Gauthier. Peltier thought he got loose, but he didn't. Good diving play right there. Good hustle by the veteran of Gauthier.
Yeah,
No, a
with
big loss there for the pick artist.
Yeah, no, definitely a big loss. It looks like Peltier is a little bit limping off of the sack. But again, 5 regular season sacks for Gauthier. But in the playoffs, I like the fact that they've been alternating rushers between Gauthier and Rate. And it's really important to keep Peltier off his game for them, especially. No matter even if Hubert Noel is the focus, if Peltier can't get the ball to him, that's advantage for you.
Peltier gets the snap now, goes deep to the right-hand side. He has a player open, and he just overshot her by about 3 or 4 yards right there. Unfortunately, because, again, that receiver was wide open down the right sideline, but Peltier with the deep bomb couldn't connect.
Yeah, it looks like Peltier's leg is becoming more of a factor. I don't know how long in this game he might last. Unfortunately, he is grabbing on both his legs from the sack. And even on that throw, he couldn't put much leg into it. So it'll be keen to watch to see how he recuperates this throughout the rest of the game.
And the receiver there, I think that was number 7. Yeah, it was Alice Lalonde there. She was open. Again, Peltier couldn't get it there. And obviously, as you talked about, you have experience, right, playing quarterback this season, right? When you're hurt, especially with your lower body, again, getting your hips and your feet connected when you have to throw the ball. If you're not able to do that, a nice catch right there by Noel. If you're not able to do that consistently and without pain, and you can see it right there, you see, like you talked about, Peltier limping as he walks his way up towards the huddle. If you're not able to get the throws off without feeling a lot of pain, your offense is going to be in trouble.
100%. And with my learning of quarterback this winter, you need your legs. And Peltier, even though he doesn't run too often, he has made it an emphasis to get out of a scramble if he needed to. Right now, he can't. It doesn't look like he could run, so it looks like Rate is rushing. I don't think you have to go too quick. You just have to contain him.
So 4th and about 5 right now. Peltier to Noel. Nice catch by Noel. He gets tackled. Will it be enough for the first down? Yeah, it will. Just barely. Great tackle there by Pierre Adam, who's had a really strong game. Mary Pierre Adam, my apologies. Strong tackle right there, but the receiver Noel just able to stretch the ball out and get a first down.
Yeah, great stuff from Noel. Again, DreamKillers knows it's going to go to one guy, but it's really on the DreamKillers defense when they're going to start collapsing on Hubert Noel, given the fact that Peltier's mobility right now is quite limited.
So 1st and goal now. Ball at the 7-yard line. Let's see what Peltier has up his sleeve here again. His team down 19-7. Pass over the middle. That gets knocked away. Good defensive positioning right there by, I believe that's Mary Pierre Adam again.
Yeah, she's made a lot of big plays on both sides of the ball. I give Peltier credit, though. As much as he is showing that he is injured, he's still in the game. He's still making good throws. That one was just a bit contested. But again, if he's able to just get a split second of one of his receivers open, he has the arm to throw it deep without using too much of his legs. Especially in a championship game, I know he wants to win more than anyone else.
Peltier gets a snap, looks to his left. He goes there, has a receiver caught, diving into the end zone. Touchdown! Noah Gill with the touchdown, making it a 6-point game, 19-13 in favor of the DreamKillers.
Yep. Noah Gill has been playing really great so far this game. She hasn't been looked at too much, but when she has gotten the ball, it has been effective. She did end the regular season with 8 touchdowns, and she has 1 TD in the postseason. So if there is another secondary player next to Hubert Noel, she might be it.
So I have to see right now, can they step it up here and make this a 5-point game? Going for the 1-point convo here are the pick artists. Peltier gets the snap. He looks to the left. He goes there. He has a player open. Oh! And I tell you what, those are some of the hardest balls to catch. When you're wide open by yourself, you have all day to see the ball come in and think about it. And a drop right there. So it stays a 6-point lead right now for the DreamKillers, 19-13 over the pick artists.
Yeah, definitely a tough break for them. It could have been much more where if they scored, they could have taken the lead, but now they need to convert if they're able to stop DreamKillers.
Let's see again if this pick artist, if this number 1 defense can get a stop right here. They haven't been able to so far in this contest. They got 1 stop actually, earlier in this contest, but turnover on downs. Let's see what they can do here. They have the momentum on their side. Can they keep it? Let's find out. Pass over the middle, caught by Rate, tackled immediately by Bazin. Again, number 11. She's had a couple of tackles now in the open field. Strong game for her defensively. 2nd and about 5, maybe 6 right now, facing the DreamKillers offense.
Yeah. For pick artists, keeping the game in front of you is the key thing. It's a 1-possession game. It's not over if DreamKillers scores, but again, you need to keep the game within reach, especially with an injured quarterback.
Fortin here to Bees gets the snap. She looks to her left, goes there to the sideline. Nice catch by Lacasse. Broke one tackle, but not the second. Hauled down by Bazin after a gain of about 6, maybe 7, and more than enough for the first down. DreamKillers able to extend this drive.
Yeah, Hendricks he played aggressive there. He was there for the tackle for the first shot, but he unfortunately missed. But having Layla Bazin there, making the key tackle, or else that would have been a touchdown.
Rattay, 482 yards in the regular season, 12 TDs, making an impact in this game right there. And he makes another impact right there, a huge play right there. Picking up a first down. Number 18, the big man, a gain of 11 right there. So first and goal now for DreamKillers.
Yeah, another big tackle by Layla Bazin. She's been everywhere. She has only 7 tackles in the postseason, but I feel like this game specifically, not only has she made a lot of tackles, but a lot of key tackles that could have prevented longer plays.
I think you can make the argument, Keon. She's been their best defender so far here this afternoon. Fortin Hirtebis gets the snap, goes over the middle. Rattay again with the big catch, tackled by Noel inside the 5-yard line. Second and goal now.
Yeah, I think, again, defensively, she's had a really big impact. And now, look, you're at roughly the 3-yard line. DreamKillers knows how to score. They've proven it not only just this season, but in the past season. So, again, for Pick Artists, being patient, calling out crossers. If there's things behind the back of the net, it's really important. Back of the end zone, it's really important to kind of keen on that quick.
So ball at about the 3-yard line right here. Let's see if the DreamKillers can punch it in. Fortin Hirtebis gets the snap. She has a player open on the right-hand side, but she gets sacked. Noah Gill, the MVP of this game so far for the Pick Artists, with a huge sack right there, setting up third down.
Yeah, it looked like Ferrate was supposed to run it like a left to right, which he did, but he was blocked off by one of the, I'm not sure if it was Hubert or Noel in the slot. And also she had a receiver in the back of the end zone. If not mistaken, it was Eleanor Lacasse. Or actually, no, my correction is it was Léa Lafrenière, who was running a back in there, but unfortunately, Noemi wasn't able to get the ball to either of them before getting the sack.
So Gill with a sack of 4 yards right there. The ball was at the 3-yard line. Now it's back at the 7. So big play by Gill. Can her and her defense come up with another one right here? Let's find out. Fortin Hirtebis gets a snap, looks to the left, goes to the back of the end zone. Caught out of bounds. So Lacasse made the catch. But the first foot that fell down fell on the line. Again, in FPF, you're allowed to have only 1 foot in bounds. But if your first foot, touches the line, it's called out of bounds, and correctly made, was the call right there by Tyson Peterkin.
Yeah, it looked like it was a nice post from out wide, but unfortunately, Lacasse wasn't able to get her first foot in. Maybe she was more focused on the catch, which it was a tough catch, but unfortunately for her, she wasn't able to get the foot down.
So fourth and goal now. The money down right here for both sides. Let's see who's going to make a play. And a bad snap. Fortin Hirtebis picks it up back in the end zone. Toss. Oh, and caught for the touchdown. Lafrenière off the deflection.
Yeah, it was tipped by, it looked like it was tipped by number 2, Hendricks Goujon. But unfortunately for them, it was tipped back to number 31, Léa Lafrenière, for the touchdown.
So I think, Keon, what happened right there was, and you can see right there, some of the defenders from Pick Artists are saying they thought the play should have been called dead. The snap was low. It bounced off the floor, but it bounced right in front of the quarterback. She was able to get it off of the one hop. The Pick Artists defense thought the play should have been dead. And we've seen the rule is you're allowed to have it bounce once and pick it up. But we've seen certain referees let the play stand, other referees don't. The referees in this matchup obviously letting the play stand, and that 1-point conversion no good. Much to the dismay, obviously, of the Pick Artists. Again, the play was allowed to continue, and saw a touchdown by Lafrenière. So now it's a 25-13 lead now for the DreamKillers, just inside of 10 minutes remaining here in the contest.
Yeah, it's really up to the referee's discretion, as player safety is important. But if any of the refs didn't find Noemi in prime position of any safety risk, again, they let the play on. It's unfortunate for Pick Artists as they didn't go their way, but now they're down 12. With less than 10 minutes.
DePeltier gets a snap, goes to the flat. Quick pass, quick catch right there by Lalonde. She's tackled immediately. Tackled there, right there by Justine Archambault, number 3. And again, as you see, Keon, so I'm doing this for a couple of years now, and I know you did it with me last year. Every championship game, players seem to be changing jersey numbers. So I know coming into this game, I had Will Perron as 3, I had Justine Archambault as 6, now Will Perron is 6, Archambault is 3. Betourne is 3 for the pick artist. Pass over the middle here, caught by Lalonde. She's tackled just past midfield. Yeah, it seems to be an annual tradition here in FPF where the championship game comes around and players are somehow switching jerseys. It happened in the last game, in the Women's 2 championship game. It's happening here today as well.
Yep. We do our best as commentators to kind of gravitate between the players in knowing which numbers they are, but it happens. Maybe one person's not there or whatnot. We do our best in that sense, but again, it's all about the action that's on the field.
There you go. Pass over the middle. Lalonde again just caught 3 consecutive passes, making her presence felt on this drive here offensively for the pick artist.
Again, making it easy for Peltier is kind of the big thing for their offense. We know that he's limited right now in terms of mobility. Hubert Noel is going to get focused on. I think just keeping him ready while, again, getting other receivers like Lalonde or even Loranger possibly open there. Just keeping the defense guessing.
Peltier gets a snap. A yard away from a first down, and that is a penalty. I was going to say that should be a penalty right there.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver got her arm hooked by number 7 of DreamKillers, Dorian Boisbureau.
Yeah, so the red call a little late, but Leo Gervais did manage to find the flag and throw it. So first down now, first and goal for the pick artist.
Again, a huge call there. It looked like the defender was there, Dorian, but again, just with the hook of the arm, didn't allow the receiver, if not mistaken, if that was Noah Gill, with the attempt.
First and goal now from the 5-yard line. Peltier goes to his right, he's flushed to his left, avoids the sack, pass over the middle, caught, touchdown, pick artist.
If there was any questions of whatever mobility Peltier needed, he got it through. He is limping, but again, it looks like he's trying to put the team on his back as quarterback, and I applaud him for that, making the nice drift away from the rusher to find his open receiver.
I mean, it's a championship game, right? That's what it's all about. You can ice up that hamstring or whatever is bothering you after the game, all day tomorrow, all week, long weekend. So if he has Monday off, he get icy then as well.
He has to get the last 7 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Good toughness and resiliency shown by Jacob Peltier. Again, the quarterback number 1 for the team in white. 1-point conversion attempt here for the pick artist. Again, they're down by 6, 25-19. Peltier gets a snap. He looks to his right. He goes there. Caught. Nope. Dropped, actually, at the goal line. So it's going to stay a 6-point lead again, 25-19 in favor of the DreamKillers with just more than 6 minutes remaining here in the contest.
It looked like Delphine was open at the back end zone on the left-hand side, but Peltier wasn't looking at it. He was looking at Vincent Loranger. The convert does hurt, but again, it's still a 6-point game. They just need a stop. They've proven that they could get a stop, but they need one now, or else it does put it tricky. It's not impossible with an onside attempt, but you would want to at least avoid that situation if you're going to get a stop and score and potentially take the lead.
Don't forget, coming up next, we have the Division 2 championship game. Hard 8 taking on the Silent Ticklers. 2 veteran teams going at it for the right to be called champion, in Division 2. Pass over the middle, caught by Rattay. Nice move right there by the big man. He was kind of falling to his left, put the hands up quick and pivoted to his right.
I've watched Rattay over the past few seasons, especially with DreamKillers, and he's shifty.
Yeah.
For a big guy, he's very shifty and quick. He knows how to use his hips. He does like a little bit of a dip, and he knows how to kind of like thrust his hips away, especially away from defenders that are missing tackles. No wonder he usually finishes seasons with over 50 receptions as a center.
So about 5 yards away from a first down is of the DreamKillers offense. Pass caught by Rattay again. Nice move, but he's able to pick up the first down. Tackled at the marker by number 8, Terry Snyder.
I like the fact for DreamKillers, they're taking clock away. They're making it 2nd and 3rd down manageable. But the thing is, too, for them, I think if Pick Artist starts to bite more, they might exploit it going deep. And that's going to be the issue for Pick Artist in terms of staying patient and only attack when they feel like it's the right play.
So ball just shy of midfield right now. 14 here to be. Guess it goes to her left. She has Gauthier. Gauthier explodes. Picks up more than enough for the first down right there. Good hustle there by the veteran for being tackled and pushed out of bounds.
Again, taking that second level, Rate was mainly causing issues in terms of in the flats. And so you had number 8, Thierry Snyder, who bit on the center route from Rate, leaving Gauthier open right behind him in the middle of the field.
So, Keanu, I got to ask you right now, again, less than 4 minutes remaining in the contest. You're down by 6 points, and you see your opponents in the DreamKillers milking the clock. If you're the pick artist here, are you trying to jump some routes and get some picks, or what are you doing here?
You have to jump some routes, unfortunately, but you also have to be patient in a sense if you feel like you're making the right play.
Tackle right away there by Snyder and Bazin. Grab right there on a quick in route. That was by Lafreniere, number 31. It's a good gain tackling right there by the pick artist defense. But again, the clock is... Time is being melted off the clock right here by the DreamKillers. Taking their time in huddle, calling quick little chunk plays over the middle. Veteran ball being played right there. Veteran awareness, I should say, rather, being shown by the DreamKillers.
Yep. They're at the 6 now, so it'd be very key. The field is small, so let's see what pick artist comes up with on defense.
14 gets a snap over the middle of Rate. He gets tackled by Gaujean. Good tackler, limiting the damage by the big man Rate.
And for pick artists, again, bend but don't break. They're at the 2-yard line or so 1, and even if they milk the clock away and they get a stop, they at least don't have to go for an onside. However, at this point, if you're gonna get a score, you might as well score quick. If you're pick artists of allowing DreamKillers to score now.
If you're the pick artist, are you kind of flooding the front of that goal line?
I think so. You have to play the front.
Pass it back to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown! Jean-Francois Bergeron for diving grab, and he extends the lead for his team 31-19 with just over 2 minutes remaining in the contest.
Yeah, it looked like they were playing lanes there for pick artists, and that's the thing. When you're playing lanes initially, you leave the back of the end zone open, and that was a great route by number 12 for Dreamcatchers.
So 1 point attempt here for the DreamKillers. Looking to send the lead again. We're up right now 31-19. But just inside of 2 minutes remaining. Pass to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So now Peltier and his offense, they're going to have to move and move quickly here. So looks like they added a second back on the clock. Yeah, so they're saying 1:59 on the scoreboard here in Complex Sportive CN is saying 2 minutes. Nonetheless, Peltier and his boys... Peltier and the team, rather, pardon me, my apologies, are going to have to move fast. And have to get a touchdown here and then go for the onside attempt.
What's good is that it's only at the 2-minute mark. They still could use the sidelines to getting out of bounds to stop the clock. They need to at least save one timeout for their onside. So if they're able to score within 1:15, like I wouldn't want there to be less than 30 seconds or so before the clock, unless you feel confident in your offense's ability afterwards to score within the crunch time.
Peltier gets the snap on first down. He looks to the left. He has a player open. Oh, almost intercepted. Peltier again throwing off of his back foot. Noel was open, but the fact that he underthrew that ball allowed Marie-Pierre Adam to come over and make the play. She almost picked that one off.
Yeah, Noel was actually playing more of a defender there than anything, or else Marie-Pierre Adam would have gotten the interception and pretty much icing the game if she caught that.
Second and long now facing the pick artist. Will it be Noel, Laurent, or Gil making a play? Someone's going to have to step up right now for the pick artist. And now wheel route, and Gil was wide open. Just a horrible pass, though, by Peltier, but credit the rusher right there for providing some pressure for the DreamKillers.
Yep. It looked like the route there was a bit of a wheel there, and it almost worked out. But again, maybe if Peltier was able to kind of stay more in the pocket and throw, like have more control in his throw, if he wasn't injured, that could have worked out. But unfortunately for him, he's playing with whatever he's going through right now. But again, making it 3rd and long.
Third and long ball still at the 10-yard line. Peltier has not been able to get a completion so far on his drive. Peltier going to the left-hand side, and that's almost picked off again. Marie-Pierre Adam, the defensive MVP for this game for her squad, tipping that pass intended for Noel.
Yep. two big plays on this drive by Adams there. Again, Hubert Noel was the recipient of that ball, and he would have caught it if she wasn't able to make a play on it.
So what are you calling right here? It's fourth and long. Your season's on the game. Your championship's on the line. What are you calling right here if you're a member of the Pick Artists?
It looks like Hubert Noel's been going constantly to like the left side. So I would try to get something where maybe on the right side and getting number 24 Noah Gill free or Alice Lalonde, who's on the left side of the field open as well.
Pelletier going deep. Nice catch by Noel. Noel doing a deep crossing route past midfield. Quarterback waited for him to get open. He saw him at the last second. A bullet by Pelletier and a great catch by Noel, getting the first drive and extending this game a little longer in favor of the Pick Artists.
Yep, that's what you need on fourth down. Went to your big playmaker right there. He went to the right side actually, so maybe for DreamKillers, they weren't expecting it as Noel has been going left off the snap most of his routes in this game.
So Noel and Pelletier having one little last-second conversation before the snap. Noel with the snap. Pelletier gets it. He looks to his left. He's being flushed. He's going to run. He's going to take off. First time we've seen it in this game. Noel base one tackle, almost a second. Now brought down inside the 5, I want to say the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle right there made by the DreamKillers. And the ball actually will be at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. DreamKillers did not expect for Pelletier to run there. And kudos to him, feeling it physically in his legs, but he was able to manage and get the ball to the 5 with that run.
So about a minute left right here. Pelletier gets the snap. Oh, high one. He has to leap up to get it, but he's able to corral it. Pass to the left-hand side. Knocked away. And I'll tell you what, the bad snap right there, Keon threw off the entire timing of that play because there was an out route to the receiver who was open. But again, Pelletier had to jump up, get the snap, secure the ball, and plant his feet before making the throw.
Yeah, unfortunately for Pelletier, the snap from Hubert Noel wasn't great. And that extra second, like you mentioned, did cause that pass breakup that was made by number 3, Justin Archambault.
Yeah, Archambault blocking, knocking down the pass, rather. It was intended for Gill, looks like. Pass. Right-hand side, caught, tackled at the 1-yard line is Lalonde. Great tackle right there.
Yeah, Archambault making another play on the ball, preventing the touchdown there, this time on a big tackle. Again, time's clicking for Pick Artists, but again, you need to score first before you can even get a chance to run an onside play.
So around 40 seconds, less than 40 seconds now remaining in the contest. Tackled at the 1 was Lalonde. Pelletier looking to his right. He's going to toss it to the back of the end zone, out of bounds. That's just a smart play right there by the quarterback, although I'll tell you what, he had a receiver wide open on the left-hand side all alone.
Yeah, you had an opportunity to get it to the receiver. I think that was Noah. Was that Noah Gill or that was perhaps Delphine at the back left? And unfortunately, it looks like that was fourth down. And
yeah, it was fourth, yep.
Yeah, so honestly, it was a big moment there, unfortunately.
So I take back what I said about a smart play. You got to toss it up there when it's fourth down. So they're saying now 31 seconds remaining on the clock. 31-19 is the lead right here for the DreamKillers. So DreamKillers, all they have to do right here is just make sure they don't get a bad snap for a safety. Get the ball out of the shadow of their own end zone. Again, they have the ball at the 1-yard line after the turnover on downs.
Yeah, it looks like they just have to get out of the end zone at this point. Again, there's still 30 seconds left, so it'd be very key for, again, DreamKillers to not do anything fancy.
Oh, that's fancy right there. He almost dropped the ball. That would have been a safety. Not sure. I mean, listen, that play ended up working out, but it wasn't the smartest decision right there by the DreamKillers. And now we have it. 31-19 is the final. The referees wave the yellow flag, the orange flags rather. DreamKillers are your Co-Ed 3 champions with a 31-19 victory over the Pick Artists.
A great game from DreamKillers. Unfortunately for Pick Artists, Pelletier getting hurt did change a bit of the game. But even before Pelletier got hurt, DreamKillers was all over the field on both sides of the ball. He had great play between Jean-Daniel Raté, Léane Lafrenière, Eleanor Lacasse, and even on defense, Marie-Pierre Adam has made really big plays, especially on the final drive. But not only there, but earlier in the game too, she made really big key tackles. Marc-André Gauthier was very good in terms of rushing. Got 1 or 2 sacks, I believe, on Pelletier. And I like the dual rushing ability, rushers between Gauthier and Raté was very key for them in terms of winning this game.
Guys are going to toss it down to Nick, our sideline reporter. He's going to have Will Perron for the DreamKillers on the sideline for an interview. Waiting to set that one up, but again, it's victory.
Je suis avec DreamKillers, vos champions du Co-Ed Division 3 Winter 2026 du Flag Plus Football. DreamKillers, félicitations.
Merci.
On va vous porter ce que vous avez gagné. Premièrement, la bannière du Co-Ed Division 3 qui va être amenée par Phil Roberts, notre directeur des opérations ici à Flag Plus Football. Et Kwesi Gordon Mall va vous amener le trophée que tant convoité. C'est notre play-by-play ici à Flag Plus. Notre commentateur. Et finalement, on va nommer le MVP du match, la joueuse ou le joueur par excellence du match. On va lui donner une bague de joueuse ou joueur par excellence FPF. Et je vous nomme avec 202 verges par la passe aujourd'hui et 5 touchés, 0 interception, Noémie Urtubise. Noémie, on va faire une petite entrevue. 5 touchés aujourd'hui. Une performance contre une équipe qui était aussi très bien classée. 9 victoires, 1 défaite. Comment on se sent là, de s'être rendu? C'est le premier championnat de l'histoire du DreamKillers.
Oui, ben, j'ai pas vraiment de mots, là. J'ai beaucoup d'émotions.
L'autre équipe était connue pour ses interceptions. C'est le nom de leur équipe. Je pense que c'est Pick City ou quelque chose comme ça. Pick Artists, merci beaucoup. Pick Artists, et aujourd'hui, ils ne t'ont pas intercepté. Comment on se sent? Est-ce que c'était quelque chose qui était important pour toi aujourd'hui?
Oui, vraiment. Puis j'essaie de diminuer le plus mon nombre d'interceptions, mais vu qu'on a un jeu vraiment comme all over the place, j'ai l'impression que ça nous laisse un peu avoir moins de pics puis placer le ballon comme il faut.
50% de votre effectif était nouveau de cette saison et avec cette nouvelle équipe, essentiellement, on gagne le championnat Co-Ed Division 3. Est-ce qu'on veut monter en Co-Ed Division 2 dès l'an prochain?
Ça va être à voir.
Aucune pression.
on va regarder.
Noémie, DreamKillers, on pourrait pas faire, vous l'avez entendu, c'est officiel, ils vont monter en Co-Ed 2, non, je rigole. Noémie, DreamKillers, félicitations.
Merci beaucoup.
Bonne célébration. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Nick. So there you heard from Noémie Fortin, here to be is the quarterback, winning quarterback for DreamKillers, and of course the MVP of this game. Congrats to her and her team. Obviously, she's emotional. First championship here in FBF for Fortin, here to be in her group. If we could talk quickly, Keon, just the performance by the DreamKillers.
Both sides of the ball, again, pick artists known for their name. DreamKillers, and especially Noémie, kept the ball composed. No interceptions, moving the ball smoothly. She's elevated her game even better in the playoffs, winning quarterback of the year in the regular season, and minimize those interceptions to 1 in the postseason, 0 in the championship game. No better honor than giving her not only the quarterback of the year, but as well as the MVP of these finals.
And obviously, again, we talked about the defense, right? Pick Artists, the #1 defense coming into this game. DreamKillers #7, but again, their defense was phenomenal here this afternoon, slowing down Pick Artists offense that averaged 38 points a game. Just if you can talk about the defensive performance by the DreamKillers.
Yeah, and as much as the offense for DreamKillers has been the focus in terms of how they're able to eliminate the stops from Pick Artists, their defense, multiple interceptions, multiple pass breakups too in this game in key moments, was honestly the engine as well of how they're able to get this victory.
All right, so once again, the DreamKillers knocking off the Pick Artists by a score of 31-19. The DreamKillers are your Co-Ed 3 Division champions, here for the 2026 winter season. Coming up next, we have Division 2 matchup between the Silent Ticklers and Hard 8. He's Keon Cyrus. I'm Brent Bakken. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Ali, we good? Ali.